Time now for the morning rush. New data shows that despite slowing home sales in the city of Santa Fe, prices are still rising. Now, researchers say that's because there are not enough homes. Well, according to the latest data released by the Santa Fe Association of Realtors, the city of Santa Fe median home price rose by about 14% from the end of 2021 till now. The average price for a single family home is almost $370,000.
This morning, we're working to learn more about an officer-involved shooting in Alamogordo. Here's what we know so far. Alamogordo police say it happened on 10th Street around 4 yesterday afternoon while officers were trying to arrest a wanted person. During that time, an officer fired their gun, hitting the suspect. New Mexico State Police is now taking over that investigation.
And a quick clarification, that was the median price in Albuquerque for $370,000. In Santa Fe, it is $608,000. Now moving on to the story right here, we are waiting to learn more details about a fatal crash involving a pedestrian in northeast Albuquerque last night. APD tells us that a vehicle hit a pedestrian on Louisiana just south of Montgomery, and that was just before 7 p.m. Well, the woman died on scene. Police have not released any other details at this point, and we will update you once we learn more. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures at 30 degrees this morning, and by the afternoon, mild 53 degrees, but with a light breeze.
Today is slated to be a busy Monday at the Roundhouse with two major bills going in front of the Senate Education Committee. One is asking for $25 million for statewide school safety. Another would set aside $30 million for free healthy school lunches for every student in New Mexico.
The Public Education Department is now under new leadership this morning. That's after Secretary Kurt Steinhaus retired. Steinhaus has served the PED as secretary since July of 2021, and he's worked in education since 1976. Well, the Children's Cabinet Director, Mariana Padilla, will lead the department now in the interim.
A program aimed at reducing the number of people entering the U.S. illegally is facing backlash from those it's intended to help. Earlier this month, the Biden administration approved using the CBP. One is a mobile app to secure appointments to try and seek asylum here in the States. But the vast amount of people trying to apply is overwhelming the system. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. No issues for Albuquerque today, but eastern New Mexico is seeing dense fog this morning. Be sure to take it slow on those roads.
Lawmakers are sounding the alarm over their lack of access to the classified material that was found in the homes of current and former presidents and vice presidents. The DOJ says that Congress will not see the documents until the special counsels handling the investigations approve it. Both the leading Democrat and Republicans on the Senate Intelligence Committee argue that the committee has a constitutional duty of oversight.
President Biden will discuss the national debt crisis with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy in a meeting this Wednesday. The U.S. is now more than $31 trillion in debt, and interest payments are increasing. The meeting comes as parties continue to debate raising the nation's debt ceiling. Erica.
Traffic, the maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns. And trackers heading south on I-25 near the Letting Cole exit. And it looks like everything's moving at speed.
People dressed as pirates joined the Gasparilla Pirate Fest in Tampa, Florida. An estimated 300,000 people gathered Saturday with the pirate ship Jose Gasparilla firing off cannons and docking in Tampa to start the event. The ship was named after pirate Jose Gaspar, who terrorized the coastal waters of West Florida during the late 18th and early 19th centuries.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, an Albuquerque man and his dog are taking being good neighbors to a new level. After every snowfall, Steve Ellis and Nilly plow the streets of their northeast neighborhood, local businesses, and the tramway trail from Central to Montgomery. Ellis started this tradition more than a decade ago when he started taking walks for his health and then decided to start helping those who needed it. This winter has been quiet for Ellis and Nilly so far, but the pair is typically seen plowing about 6 times per year.
At number 4, Albuquerque's newest art exhibit is highlighting the life of a Jewish artist who fled Nazi control just before World War II broke out. The exhibit at the Jewish Community Center features photographs from artist Lita Blake. Blake fled Austria in 1938 to Brazil. She then moved to New York before finally settling down in Santa Fe. The New Mexico Holocaust Museum also helped put together the exhibit, which opened to the public yesterday. It's going to be on display through April.
And at number 3, it's going to be a mild afternoon with sunshine all day. Temperatures will climb from the low 30s this morning into the low to mid 50s.
And number 2, today is slated to be a busy Monday at the Roundhouse. That's with 2 major bills going in front of the Senate Education Committee. In response to the rising concerns across the state and the nation about gun violence in schools, Senate Bill 95 is asking for $25 million for statewide school safety. Also facing the committee today is Senate Bill 4, which would set aside $30 million for free healthy school lunches for every student in New Mexico. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham says that free lunches are still something that she is pushing for this session.
And at number 1, new data shows that despite slowing home sales in the city of Santa Fe, prices are still rising. Researchers say that's because there are not enough homes. According to the latest data released by the Santa Fe Association of Realtors, the city of Santa Fe median home price rose by about 14% from the end of 2021 to now. Median home prices jumped from almost $535,000 to more than $608,000. Home sales are down while mortgage rates are up. Now, due to the demand for housing, land prices are high. The Greater Albuquerque Association of Realtors also recently released their 2022 report showing average sale prices in Albuquerque have risen more than 4%, while new listings dropped 20%.